Alright, welcome in, Jesse. Welcome in, Mari. Doing a little prep work ahead of the stream. We're doing well. For everyone else hopping in, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so let's get this party started. Let's get everything ready to go. And then we'll do the spiel once everything is ready to go. Where did I put it? Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Swayze's Fortnite Follies. I'm your host Swayze. If this is your first time joining us, welcome in. If you're a regular, welcome back. We stream live twice a week, premiere 3 videos a week, and post 3 daily highlights on all major platforms. Our program is about an hour long, so grab a snack, grab some water, get comfy, and enjoy the show. Let's see what Fortnite has in store for us tonight. Welcome in, Weight Loss Motivation. Appreciate you, hope you're doing well. We are having a grand old time over here. Just testing things out. Seeing how it goes. How was your day today? Good. Welcome in, Microchew. Glad you're doing well. Hopefully this matches will go a little bit better than last time. I did get a victory off stream, which was nice. We'll see how that correlates to matches on stream. If you're just joining us, welcome to Swayze's Fortnite Follies. Alright, let's party started. Now, what did I miss? I know there was a patch on Friday. Are there any new guns? Any new... Looks like the map looked exactly the same. Are there the Crocs? Oh, yeah, sir. Got the Crocs, got the Grogu. I mean, come on. I'm decked out. Ready to go. Internet's feeling good. I'm feeling good. I heard about the Vader AI. We'll see if I encounter that. It'll be very interesting to see how I would train that AI, for sure. Alright, I think we're locked in and ready to go. What do you say, huh? I do not have Palpatine, but I've heard people have Palpatine. Alright, we'll go all the way to the Outpost Enclave, just so we can chill out, chat with chat for a little bit longer. Yeah, I have this Darth Vader skin from the last time they did a Star Wars event, which I had. I got the Imperial March. I got the Vader. I didn't get the Samurai Vader though, so that'll be interesting to see if people are going to be rocking that. One new Scatter Blaster. Okay, I heard maybe there was some Wookiee weapons. I don't have Yoda, no, but I have Yoda on my back, or I guess Grogu on my back, so that usually counts for me. What have you been rocking this patch? You've been dressing up as a Star Wars character, have you been keeping your older skins? Alright, so I think I want to land inside the building, because it usually has some good loot. Oh, on top of the building too, that would work. Let's grab that. Okay. Scatter Blaster, usual stuff so far. Oh, okay, here we go. Jawa Scatter Blaster, okay? Whoa. Okay. Oh, 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 no! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oof. That was lucky. I thought I had a long-range weapon, but maybe that was a different match. Do I play Minecraft? I have not played Minecraft in a while, but it's a good game. Welcome in, Tyree. Appreciate you saying hi. Hope you're doing well. That could have been real disastrous, but we avoided that, thankfully. I appreciate those of you hopping on in on TikTok side of things. I've been experimenting with a new setup. We'll see how that goes, but for those of you over there, definitely send a heart me gif. Don't drop a follow and join our fan club, which I think is pretty cool. Do I have a PlayStation? I do not. I used to, back in the day. Now I play on PC. What about you? Do you have a PlayStation, Xbox? What's everybody gaming on these days? I was always an Xbox kid, personally. Where are those gunshots coming from? Let's go find it out. Welcome in, Jay. Appreciate you saying hi. You play on Switch, but on Xbox if your Switch is dead. I feel that. I love my Switch. I do not play Roblox, but I've heard a lot of people in my chat playing Roblox. It seems incredibly popular. It was just probably a little bit after my time. Oop. Okay. Where is that person shooting from? Oh, okay, up there. Whoop. Okay, I gotta heal up a bit. Do not have any good. Oof. That bowcaster is sweet. Alright, swapping for a blaster rifle. Looks like I'm going all chewy, y'all. Yeah, Roblox isn't as good, but it's good. Yeah, I feel that. Gang Beasts? Gang Beasts is fun. I was always a fan of that when I was playing with my friends. Haven't had a ton of time to play lately, but it was always just good, goofy fun. Alright, where's the next person going to be? I need some shield. This is a problem. Let's take out these guards. Let's get a little closer, huh? Definitely going to enjoy using that weapon for sure. Yo, welcome in, Jawan. Vishwan, I play exclusively solos on stream, so nothing personal. Human Fall Flat, very good game. Big fan of that. Any game where you have goofy cooperative always works for me. Okay, let's blow this up so we can get some of this up in the chest. And the slurp barrel, very nice. Blue Jawa I already got. Those are all blues, these are all grays. Grab the slurp. You want to involve that. Okay, I got that. It usually is pretty cheap on Steam or streaming platforms, I think. Welcome in, Jack Swan. Vishwanth from India. Namaste, my friend. What part of India are you from? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the good job. Let's see what the range on this is going to be. Ah, okay. Alright, definitely didn't have anything with a scope. That was problematic for that match. Let's ready up and try again. We're experimenting with new weapons tonight. Not always going to do well. We'll do our best. Karnataka, nice! Very much. I always love going out there whenever I have a chance to visit. Karnataka is very beautiful. Yeah, I know, Airsoft, I did try. I did my best, but I appreciate you hopping in. Appreciate you saying hi. I was trying to get him with the Jawa Blaster, and that did not. Didn't go so well. Like the Wookiee Bowcaster, that didn't go so well. But those of you that have hopped in, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to Swayze's Fortnite Follies. I'm your host, Swayze. Stream Fortnite for fun, and while I'm not the best of the game, I always try to improve, and I want this to be a chill and cozy space for folks to enjoy. If fun is what you're after, drop a follow on your platform of choice, and I promise you won't be disappointed. Apex. Ooh, Apex is fun. My brother plays a lot of Apex. I always hop on with him and one of his buddies when I get a chance. There's not one that I've played in quite some time. Wow, a very nice name. But yeah, there's nothing I just don't reveal a ton of information about myself. But And it's just something that it's just a protection mechanism. I hear a lot of streamers just reveal way too much about themselves, and I don't know, just it puts you in harm's way. And I just don't want to ever be in that situation, you know? So much Apex Once Upon a Time, Carlitos. Welcome in. Yeah. USA, Vishwan. They'll always say that, but USA is as far as I'll tell you. Yeah, I was a big, whoever the main medic was, I think literally medic was probably the name of the class, was someone that I always played. The little help deployment robots, that was really nice. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, let's head over to Foxy Floodgate. Who's Your Daddy? I've seen people play Who's Your Daddy, but I've never played it myself. That's a fun, like, cooperative game, right? Where it's like one person's a baby and one person's the daddy. Lifeline, yeah. I was a Lifeline main for a long time. Anytime I would play. I would always want to play in games like TF2 and things like that. Something with a healing capability, because worst case, you can always heal yourself, even if your teammates are terrible. Alright, let's get to this slurp barrel. Let's see what we can get done. What do you say, huh? Alright, there's 2 people landing here. Need to grab a weapon. They landed somewhere they probably shouldn't have. See if I can shoot him down. Oh my god. Oh, that's a shotgun. Bye bye bot. Oh my god, of course I ran into a real person. Oh, 3 HP. There we go. Alright. Got a little lucky there. Whew. Thankfully. It's always tough to start the match on 2 spicy events, but that's just how Fortnite goes. You can never predict how crazy and chaotic it's going to be from the jump. Fully stocked. Let's see if we can swap out this Java Blaster for something else. Battle ready. Ooh. First player to reach maximum shields. I haven't gotten that achievement before. Or what do they call it? Accolade? It's not even an achievement. I've been spending a lot of time learning about what Fortnite names things for editing my videos, and it's been something. There's just a lot of random stuff that you just wouldn't believe it's called what it's called. Just trying to keep track of all these cars and everything. It's just a lot, you know? I always love that there's a little Death Star up there. It's so cool. Alright, let's head over to Mass Meadows. Because they haven't revealed any of the areas of the map just yet. Oh, well, we're still safe in the zone. I could go after this person. Depending on who they're shooting. Or how they're shooting, I should say. Okay, it doesn't appear that there's someone clearly visible, so let's keep moving. Aw, Shiver, welcome in, bud. Tried the TB Nugs, enjoyed them with the jalapeno honey sauce. Ooh, jalapeno honey sauce sounds delicious. I ended up getting the Bell sauce, which was not good, and the Fire Ranch, which was amazing. Like, I'm a big Hidden Rally Ranch fan. That spicy ranch, whew, boy, that hit. Hey, how we doing well, Shiver? How you doing today? Ting is off. Okay. And the third guy is over there. Okay. Let's go pick up their loot. You watched one of my recent videos and didn't know how you could pickaxe trick. That was an older video. I definitely tried the pickaxe trick. And it did not go so well. I will tell you. I ended up dying very quickly as soon as the guy got out of the car. But you know, we tried. Ranch for the win, indeed. Doing well. Glad to hear it, man. I gotta tell you, I after much consternation gave Social Stream Ninja a shot again, and it's so nice to have one chat to look at so I can see all of your messages. The split attention was getting to me after a while. Let's head into town. anyone's around. Doesn't look like it. I do hear a car. Okay. Not seeing one though. Is there a chest in the car, in the bus? Doesn't look it. Answer, I didn't see your previous message, friend. More than welcome to answer your question if you want to repeat it. Survivor 1, very nice. Right, that's other, there we go, in the garage. No purples? No, but a chug jug I will take. Alright, well, looks like this was a bust, so let's head over to Seaport City. Okay, someone did loot here. That's good to know. Okay, we do need to head north, so let's head north. Okay. Let's keep moving. Whoever was in that car, busted away. But that is too close range. There we go. Gotta reserve that for longer range. Just by your movement, I can tell it would one-pump you. Probably. That is kind of the goal here, is we're not top-tier gameplay, we're just okay. Are you usually playing zero build? Are you playing ranked? What's your game mode of choice, Bryce? Thunderbolt, welcome in, bud. We're doing great. Having a good start to the stream so far. Trying some new weapons, seeing what is different with this patch versus the others, which doesn't seem like too much so far. How you doing, Thunderbolt? Yeah. Reloaded and ranked OG. Nice. Those are some good modes. I have not played Reload yet, but I definitely want to in the future. Right now, it's a time crunch. Just don't have the time to put into the game as much as I would like to. How's your ranked going so far this season? Oop, they got taken out. Whoa. Okay. Where's it coming from? Okay, coming from over there. Let's chug jug. Get safe, and then move. Okay, that should be sufficient for now. Play zero builds anything and only real on real pad, but that's not always. I feel that. Zero build has just always been my preference just because I'm an old ass man and I got old ass fingers, you know? Yeah, reload is sweaty, I agree. It's fun though. Thoughts on the season 1 to 10? I would give it a 7. It's good. I feel like the weapon names are really awkward. It feels a bit like a bit of a cash grab. So it'll be a short season 2, which I'm not always a fan of. It doesn't give a ton of time for it to cook. Who am I getting this guy from? Let's go. Okay, someone else took the kill, that's okay. Okay. Chug jug. While I wait. Ooh, I want that. Scatter blaster, yes please. Jawa scatter blaster, much better. Alright, was there a third person? No, okay, let's move. 8 because you're OP with lightsabers. Yeah, I feel that. I think the lightsabers are good, but I've used the lightsabers before. Like, that's not necessarily new to me. The weapons do feel the same, I agree. It's just getting used to the names and what capacity they're in. I think that was a hard adjustment for people at first. Why are they in the circle? That was very silly of them. Let's keep moving. Yeah, the no recoil is awesome. I agree that if you can get used to that, it's a really nice perk. You die and reload zero build, everyone just third parties. Yeah, I feel that. I've also been noticing a little bit less bots in my game. Still bots. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's always going to be a problem, but you never know. I would love a Simpsons season, personally. Like, I'm so nostalgic for The Simpsons. I would absolutely love to, you know, see what they would do with that. But the problem that I have with the current chapter overall is it just feels like a mishmash. Like, the map locations are fine, but it's like you have stuff from Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3, and they don't always pair together, like the Shogun's still on the map. Like, not the biggest fan of that, you know? I'm not skipping your text, man. You like literally are not putting a message in chat, brother. I'm seeing everyone else's messages. There's not much mepha. Yeah, I get that. Oh. Bye. Alright. Devil May Cry collab. That would be awesome. I agree. That would be a lot of fun to play Dante. In this game especially. Alright, I'm going to get dicey and see if I can take out that person in the TIE Fighter. I'm sure they're going to be around, but we'll see. Oh, there's not like much medallions. Yeah, I agree. There's not a lot of medallion options as well. Okay. Where are they? There. A little closer. Got him. Alright, let's go down and get that loot. They're obviously hiding something good. Plus the ships, especially OP, yeah. I find that the ships are a little clunky, but if you know how to use them, you're definitely having an advantage this season. For sure. Might be a mini season or a stupid cash grab. Yeah, I get that. It's possible because I'm sure you're putting a link in the message, and those links are not going to show up, friend. Kingdom Beats collab. Oh my god, if there was a Kingdom Hearts collab, that would be insane. I wouldn't put it past them. They could literally collab with anybody. Like, I mean, they did the Travis Scott concert. Anything's possible, right? Just asking a question. Let's see. See if we can see it in the other chat window. Nope. I guess your message is not going through, friend. Sorry. TF2? Ooh, I'd love to play as the heavy in Fortnite. That'd be fun. Once again, I'm seeing the messages of you talking about me not seeing your messages, so I'm definitely seeing them. I feel like Fortnite is dying because there's more bots in the game. Yeah, I mean, people have been saying that for a few years. The thing with Fortnite, though, is that all it takes is one banger of a season and people are just going to come back. Like, you know, it's just one of those games that will just be here for as long as they want it to be here. Like, the aesthetic is perfect, the graphics are great, you know. People just complain about balance, and usually they'll rebalance things pretty quickly season to season, you know. Found the mini seasons to be sweatier? Yeah, agreed. Like, people tend to hop in for, like, the branded seasons, especially. Ethan, is that your brother? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Fortnite 2 2030? You never know. Hey, I mean, they did it with Dota. They did it with, you know, CS2. Like, they can do anything, man. They had a Borderlands and Fortnite a long time ago. That's true. Spy's Knife? That'd be fun. Although I don't know if Valve and Epic would directly collaborate, considering that they own competing game purchase platforms, you know? Ethan, is he your brother? No. I am not sure the Ethan to which you are referring to, friend. Alright, we got a medallion builder. Let's see if we can track him down. Fortnite 2 would be Overwatch 2. Agreed. Like, there would just be no need for it. Like, at that point, just make a new mode. Okay. TIE Fighter is looking a little ominous. Alright, there they are. Get the lightsaber, y'all. Let's go. Oh. Hang on. Alright, now I gotta deal with two people at once. Gotta lock in, folks. Give me a minute. Okay. That was their car. Okay. Fortnite 2 is not coming. I think it was a joke. God. Okay, reload. Nope. Jug. Okay. Ah, yeah. There was nowhere really safe for me. I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. Ah, that stinks. Alright, on to the next one. Little Big Planet 3. I played Little Big Planet 1 when it first came out. That game was super fun. Also, Steam runs TF2, not like Borderlands exactly. Like, the fact that they run TF2, they're probably not going to license their content for a competitor. All right, let's catch up a little bit. Gang Beast fighting game, that'd be fun. I mean, that's the thing about Fortnite, though, is that people can make custom games. You know what I mean? So, like, they can kind of make whatever they want, ultimately. Big Planet 3. My brother used to always play a little... Yeah, Big Planet 3 is a good one. Like, any of those games are fun. Like, Astrobot on PlayStation is super fun. Anything that doesn't involve, like, intense action will always do well on those platforms. Fortnite Mobile is back. Actually, I do have that open on my phone right now. While I'm waiting, I'm going to log in. Let's do that. Yeah, that was a huge news today that it's actually available finally in the US. After all that drama, it's finally settled. Oh, I got a Stormtrooper. Let's do it. Look at that. Saucy. Love it, love it, love it. I do have the music disabled, so it's not as cool as it could be. But he's having fun. All right, let's go. All right, so if you're just joining us, welcome to Swayze's Fortnite Follies. I'm your host, Swayze. I stream Fortnite for fun, and while I'm not the best at the game, I always try to improve. And I want this to be a chill and cozy space for folks to enjoy. If fun is what you're after, drop a follow on your platform of choice. I promise you won't be disappointed. Let's get back to the action. So we're going to head over to Canyon Crossing, looks like. And we'll see if anyone lands over at the Vader Solitude we can pick off after the fact. Oh! Did I just get kicked from the server? Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, duh, because I'm a dummy. I guess logging into Fortnite Mobile kicks you out of Fortnite here. 1 second. That was inevitable. That was bound to happen at some point. Oh, boy. That's going to be fun. Let me make sure that the recordings actually went through, because I'm going to have to redo that. All right, cool. They did. So that'll be a fun little bug that we'll deal with later. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't take too long. So, note to self, do not log into Fortnite Mobile while you are playing on Fortnite PC, because they can only maintain a session in one place. Who'd have knew? Epic City don't pay rent? I know. I know. What a shame. All right. Let's get back into I wonder if it'll actually put me back into the game that I quit. Probably not. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to load up again. Oh, well. You finally got your phone back. Welcome back, Yvonne. Appreciate you. Thanks for saying hi. Ugh. These things happen. Alright. I think I did that in the middle. Oh, I was going to land at Canyon Crossing, then it kicked me back out. 300 V-Bucks each month picked out. Listen, man, I got that, what's it called? Fortnite Crew. That is the best value in this game. If you have Crew, you are sitting pretty. Free Battle Pass, 1,000 V-Bucks, exclusive skins. I mean, eating. I can turn this on now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So things will get a little funky in the edit, but we'll deal with that later. This match will just be hopefully a throwaway match. Otherwise, we'll be starting it in media res. That's okay. I play exclusively solos on stream, so the quest wouldn't even go through anyways. Thank you for the friend request, Wee Spider. Alright, let's try this again. If you're just joining us, welcome to Swayze's Fortnite Follies. I'm your host, Swayze. I stream Fortnite for fun, and while I'm not the best at the game, I always try to improve. I want this to be a chill and cozy space for folks to enjoy. If fun is what you're after, drop a follow on your platform of choice. I promise you won't be disappointed. Let's get back to the action. So we will head over to Magic Mosses this time around. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it, Bryce. Like, the Fortnite Crew is really, 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 really good. Welcome in. This is Phoenix or Quinn. Who's saying hi tonight? Good to see y'all. Both. Nice. Well, welcome in. I do not play competitive Fortnite, Devon. I exclusively play casual, just because I do not have the mental bandwidth or the time to commit to a ranked experience. That would just be way too much to manage with my current IRL time commitments. Something I used to do back in the day, though. Ranked is a lot of fun. Yeah, I understand. I usually don't play with viewers during the stream, so I want to temper the expectations a little bit. Early bird. Nice. Okay. Let's grab some more weapons. Thank you for saying hi. Appreciate you. Oh, there's a lot of action going on up here. Let's go check it out. Oh. Okay. Don't know why that guy ended up down there, but we'll ignore that for now. Let's head up to the top. There we go. Who are they shooting at? It ain't me, I can tell you that much. Oh, blue lightsaber. Let's go. Okay, let's go get that lightsaber, y'all. Alright. I will come on back whenever you get a chance. Start purple lightsaber, nice. Alright, that's pretty quick. Alright, so we got the force push, right? Force jump. Yeah, force jump and force push. Perfect. Alright, let's go head up. Go see what all that gunfire is happening. Oh. Okay. One down. Keep moving. Okay, good. Our limbs are still being saved, thankfully. Grab the chest. Oh, nice. Got a sniper. So let's move some of these around. And let's go see where that action's happening. Assuming that's a pump power. Also one behind me, potentially. But this one is the more pressing one. There we go. Ah. A little closer. God. Oof. Okay. There we go. Chased him down. Your one splurge for the season was caving for Kit from Knight Rider. Very nice. Does it actually talk, or is it just the skin? That would be cool if it talked. Imagine like an AI voiced Kit. That'd be crazy. There was a person over here. I wonder if they just got taken out. Nope. Okay. There we go. Pick them up pretty quick. Check the chest in here. Mr. Feeney, I know, right? Feeney! Feeney! Slap, splash. Perfect. Push it down. The minis. But yeah, it'd be cool if it talked. But the car looks cool. So we'll take that, right? Switch to lightsaber when running close some gaps. That's a good call, Micro Chew. Thank you for the tip. I do that in my casual lobbies, and I always forget when I'm on stream. Call it just stream pressure, you know? Especially with the slap juice on. Let's bolt. I think that sound was coming from up here. Okay. Oh, wait, that's close range. There we go. Oh. Okay, I guess they were already pretty weak. Nothing to see here so far. Okay. Oh, someone's over here. Ugh, of course. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No! Oh! Couldn't get that off in time. Oh, well. That would have been a bad one for the edit anyways, so. We'll move on to the next one. Whew. Now we can decompress a little bit. How are y'all doing tonight? Hope everyone in the chat is doing well. Got folks all across different platforms. Appreciate y'all saying hi and checking on in, especially y'all on TikTok. Definitely send the heart me to follow me. Join the fan club. For those on YouTube, we're getting close to our 1,000 subscriber goal, which is just crazy. So any sub you throw my way will help us get closer to that goal. Just much appreciated. And then obviously on Twitch, you know, the usual support is always appreciated. Seeing some folks over there, and I always appreciate you saying hi. Alright, let's lock in. We've had a couple weak matches so far. Let me also just check one quick thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, good there. I'm always nervous that my mic isn't going through on the gameplay, because that would also mess me up in the recording at the end. The things that I have to think about as a creator, nothing that you have to think about as a viewer, you know? Alright. So let's head over to Foxy Flicky. I have seen the Darth Vader that talks now. I haven't encountered them in game yet, but I've seen plenty of clips of folks that have. It looks pretty wild, honestly. What about you? Have you encountered it in your matches yet? Is it worth going across this? No, let's just go into the pump power. Or whatever this building is called. Okay, so there's two people landing here, so I want to be quick about this. Grab whatever weapons I can find. And whatever slurp I can find. Okay. And they can be right on top of me, I bet. Yeah. Okay, grab a weapon so I can fight. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, what? Whoa, why did that... Why was that so slow? Ooh, I was not ready for that, y'all. That's been the big news, I know. There's been a lot of say controversy about that. Let me try this real quick. Oh, okay. Man, this is a really rough blaster for me. I like to do a couple quick shots and one big shot, but we'll see. Longer range and powerful, but very slow. Yeah, that is, that seems to be the aim of the game. So it's kind of like a long-range shotgun a bit. Interesting. Okay. Let's go check out that purple lightsaber. So at least we get something. Okay, some gunshots happening to the north. Let's move right along. This is Windu, right? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, Windu. Okay, force pull. I always love that it's also like their specific bases. Like super, super. Alright, let's move right along. I think I heard someone up there. Let's move on out. Yep, right up there. Bye, Grievous. Bye, Grievous. Okay. Right, a bunch of greens though, not a ton of good ammo to pick up. Most people use it, switch to a spray weapon after. I can see that. Let's just switch to this proactively. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Airsoft. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't think it was. I think it was just that one person up here. I didn't see anybody else up here. Let's grab our little guy. Here's the thing about that Jawa blaster though. Like, does it reload while you're switching to another gun? I don't think it does, right? Most guns don't allow that. I have not seen the new secret tunnels. Is there one near where I am right now? I definitely would want to explore it. Chest. This is the heavy blaster, which I don't need because I want. Oh, yeah, I do want to swap this actually. There we go. Bigger Avatar collab. That would be cool. I would love to see more Avatar stuff in this game for sure. Where that restaurant was. Okay. That's good to know. I will, I think I have time to go check it out, because no one seems to be here just yet. So let's go back. See what that's all about, huh? Because I don't think I can get anyone from here. Is it near me? I can hear it, and I can see it. It's just two bots fighting each other, right? There we go. Reload. See, the other person goes for the body. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, okay, the trees are in the way. Let's go check out that restaurant. Long shot indeed. Gonna interact with a gun on the restaurant. Okay. That's a good call out. We'll check it out. Okay, so at the eat. So there's a gun you said in the restaurant. Okay. I don't see a gun. I'm sure those are bots. Said it was on the restaurant? Like this? No. Oh, there we go. Hotwire the cannon. Okay. Perfect. All right, good call out, Yvonne. Thank you for that. Thank you, Microchute. Appreciate the feedback as well. Okay, some chests. Very nice. And of course, it's all green weapons and a little bit of slurp juice. Well, we'll hang on to the slurp juice just in case. That was a bit of a dud. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hi, Gnome. Alright. That was cool, though. It's good to know that that exists. I'll have to remember that for next time around. That's always the fun things. It's like very much a like schoolyard style of like, oh, my friend said if you do this thing, this other thing happens. And then you try it. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. You know. That's just how it goes. Okay. Oh. Bad time to reload. Literally one headshot away. That's my own fault. Alright, more slap juice. That's good. So let's use one. Run really fast with the lightsaber. And let's head over to Seaport City. Okay. Welcome in, MoonTuber. I know you've changed your name a few times, but it's always good to see you, whoever you decide to be today, in the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope the rebrand is going well for you. Nobody seems to be in the city. That's not a bad start for us. I'm doing good. We are a little more than halfway through the stream. Haven't gotten a dub yet, but working on the dub. How about yourself? How are you doing? Okay, jumping around. Okay, there we go. Loot stockpiler. 10 chests search in a match. Very nice. Welcome back, weight loss. Thanks for coming back. Alright, so no one's here. So we're going to head back towards the floodgate. So I'm looking to fight someone. Otherwise it gets really lonely. Do I like this season or the old season better? So, of the 3 seasons in this chapter, I think Season 2 was the best for me. One, because it had hit scan. Like, it introduced hit scan back into the game, which I always enjoy. I felt like the weapons were pretty well balanced. Maybe the kneecapper was a little out of balance. And the Season 1, it was a good start, but there was like some work. Like, I'd say Season 1 was a 6, Season 2 was like an 8 for me, and then Season 3 so far has been about a 7. What about for you? What's your preference been, old versus new? Oh my god. I'm about to get wrecked because I'm being silly. Yep. Run. Ay, ay, ay. Man, oh man, I am just not ready for these fights tonight. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I like Season 2 as well. I thought it was very, very good. Here's the thing, y'all. When you stream for an hour, you either have a ton of momentum or you have no momentum. It feels like today we have no momentum whatsoever. Game to game, it doesn't feel like we're carrying much forward. Every game feels like a new adventure. That's just how it goes sometimes. Welcome in, Ice Emperor. Appreciate you stopping by. Saying hi. But, you know, that's not what this is all about. It's not about the views. It's not about whether or not you win or lose. It's about just, are you enjoying having a good time? I think tonight I am. I just enjoy doing this twice a week, you know? A lot of people ask me, like, you know, do I want to be famous or I want to have 1 million followers? Not really. I just want to build something sustainable, something that people enjoy, something that people want to spend their time doing. And, you know, if you make money from it, that's great. It's not my goal to make money from this. My goal is to just do something that I love, which is play video games and share my experience with people. And, you know, sometimes you have streams that the numbers are low or they're not what you expect or the algorithm isn't pushing you for whatever reason. It just, you gotta take the good with the bad sometimes, you know? You gotta just continue to trust that the content that you make is good and that people are along for the ride, you know? I appreciate you, West Coast Wildlife. I like to get a little introspective every once in a while, you know? Thanks for saying hi, appreciate you. But, you know, because there's a million different ways you can spend your time in this world, you know? And I appreciate y'all that decide to spend it with me, you know? It's only an hour. It's not, you know, taking a huge chunk out of your life. I get to create some content out of it that sustains me through the week, and it's a lot of fun, you know? You know, you just gotta know what your limits are, right? I'm not gonna be Kai Cenat. I'm never gonna be Ninja, but I'm just gonna be me, you know? Alright, so let's head over to Pumped Power and see what this game's gonna have in store for us. Okay, let's grab. That's fine. Oop. Okay. Let's chew up 2 of these minis. Welcome in PWR Epic Games. Appreciate you coming by. Hope you're doing well. Do I play Fortnite off stream? Very rarely do I have the chance to play any game off stream. Usually if I'm playing it, it's just for like research or checking out stuff for future content, but for the most part, I really don't have a ton of time to play anything off stream. Oh boy. Alright, I'd rather use this one again. Okay. That seems like a good combination. There we go. Okay, cool. So I can switch between them. It doesn't seem like a good use of my time. So I'll keep that in mind for the next fights with this weapon. 1v1. I do not play anything other than solos on stream, Ben King, but I appreciate the question. Get me to 1K? Well, I appreciate that West Coast Wildlife, you know. It would be nice to get to 1K so I can get that Epic Creator Code. So I'm honestly shocked that I got to 900 as quickly as I did. I really was not expecting to get anywhere close to 900 this year. So anything at this point is gravy, but 1K would really be the dream. But I hope you're doing well, Ben King. Definitely send a heart me get. You know, you can join my fan club. You can drop a follow. No obligation. Welcome in, Tin Can, Timothy. How did your stream go today? I was able to tune in for a little bit. There we go. Okay. Whew. You're cooking right now, but not for long. Good thing this person can't aim and hit me. I have a lot of long range, a lot of short range weapons, not a lot of long range weapons. Damn. Pretty chill. Had less energy than expected. Really short. Okay, I feel that. Yeah, I'm grateful some days that I do only an hour. Some days I'd like to do more, but when you're not feeling it that day, that's what it's nice. Just take a break, step back, and just do something else, you know? I'm doing good. We had a good day today. It was a very busy day, but, you know, we're settling in, playing some games, hanging with chat, so not a bad thing. Not a bad way to spend the time. Oh, thank you for liking and subbing, Owen. I appreciate you. Any sub counts towards that 1K? Yeah, for sure. And once again, congrats on your opportunity. I'm glad to see it's working out for you. I'm sure you're nervous, excited, all those things at the same time. So I'm happy for you. Right, this guy, what is this guy going to do? Let's keep moving along. And I promise you, if you stick around for however long you stick around, you'll learn a little bit of something about Fortnite. I know you mentioned it's not a game you know at all. It's a game that you hear people play about, but you know, I try to educate as much as I can in this stream. There we go. Nice chest. Got a med kit. Heal up. Let's go. Whew. We already had one game crash so far this stream, so you only go up from here. Wasn't really a crash as much as me logging in somewhere else and getting kicked out, which happens. Right, let's go. These matches also have been super quiet, surprisingly. I don't know why. Maybe they're just going to the edges of the map instead of the middle of the map. We'll see. Yes, Hatsune Miku is in this game. Sabrina Carpenter is in this game. There's like this trend, or like there's this, I think it's like a Discord community of girls, women, however they want to brand themselves. They're like doing things like deforesting magic mosses and breaking down buildings together as a team. It's like a super funny collaborative event. Like, there's so many things you can do in this game that you can really honestly do whatever you want, which is pretty awesome. And I definitely try to lend towards more of the enjoyable, fun parts of the game. Yeah, exactly. Just anything to make the game a little bit different, you know, than just standard shooter, boring multiplayer. You know, any game can be like that. But Fortnite, I mean, come on. I'm Darth Vader, probably gonna shoot a Goku. Like, oh. Can I still do the pickaxe trick? Oh my god, and this person behind me now? Gotta run. Hope for the best here. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Why am I getting surrounded by 2 people at once in multiple games? This is crazy. Oh my god, am I gonna catch a break? Yeah, Fortnite, we are about to get down for sure. We literally got down. Look at this, like Jack Sparrow versus the default skin. I mean, what other game is going to give you this exciting, crazy gameplay? Is that a Doom face hugger? Oh, what is that on his back? That's crazy. Of course I got owned by Jack Sparrow. What are you going to do? I have not engaged with the AI Vader yet, Shiver. I haven't seen it yet. I think it's just on that one section of the map. But at some point I'll see it. Ah. Alright. On to the next one. There's always the next one. I don't even think I've gotten a top 10 so far tonight. It's been a rough one. A lot of sweaty matches, surprisingly. Slow and sweaty has been the name of the game tonight. It is good fun. I agree. The memes online have been so funny about people just making the Vader say ridiculous stuff. But, you know, Epic always has to patch that stuff. Anytime you're training LLMs, that's the risk you run. It's going to hallucinate and say stuff it shouldn't say. Alright, y'all. Potential last match. So let's give the spiel one more time. If you're just joining us, welcome to Swayze's Fortnite Follies. I'm your host, Swayze. I stream Fortnite for fun, and while I'm not the best at the game, I always try to improve, and I want this to be a chill and cozy space for folks to enjoy. If fun is what you're after, drop a follow or a sub on your platform of choice, and I promise you won't be disappointed. Let's hop back in. So the Outpost Enclave is where we're going to head. Back to another corner of the map. Hopefully we can just length this out a little bit and cross our fingers for a dub. What do you say? Did they have the wall jumping physics? Yes, they did actually. So they have like, they introduced it in season 1 of the wall, like jumping off the wall. But I think they may have taken it away. I don't think they kept it past season 1, which is disappointing. They did keep vaulting. They also had this thing for a while where you could jump from a high distance and then hit the jump button again before you land and it would roll like a barrel roll. They also got rid of that. Like, they got rid of all the fun movement options for this season for some reason. Probably because they didn't want to code it with all the Fortnite, like all the Star Wars stuff. Who knows? I know. But they do a lot of really cool stuff like that all the time. And it's impressive that they maintain and manage a really crazy dev environment across both this game, Save the World, Fortnite Festival, which I definitely, once I get to 1K, will probably at some point play a little bit of Fortnite Festival on stream. And then, what's the other one they have? Oh, and the rocket racing, which I think they may have started to go away from at some point. They have so many different game modes now. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, they vaulted roll, landing, and wall jump. It's just, it's a shame, man. It's such a cool mechanic to just spend all that time developing and then getting rid of it. I mean, unless it's imbalanced, which I didn't really get the sense that it was, it just made the game feel a little bit nicer to play, you know? But, you know, I'm sure they have decisions, and they'll make those decisions in a vacuum, or I guess technically we're talking in a vacuum, but they don't make those decisions in a vacuum. Welcome in, Commander Fox. Oh, absolutely, Tin Can. So I stream from the Pacific time zone, specifically. I usually calibrate my stream schedule around that, but in about a month I will be streaming from the Central time zone, which is going to be interesting to see how that dynamic will change how people engage with my stream. That's what you started with? Nice. Yeah, what are you? Are you Pacific? Are you Central? East Coast? What are you? Where are you streaming? But yeah, and usually with my stream, I usually do half an hour before just getting ready. I'll do an hour gameplay, and then usually about 45 minutes to an hour of editing at the end. Just because, like, editing the clips together takes some time. You're also CST. Okay, nice. Very nice. Yeah, we'll be in the fellow time zone soon enough. Welcome in, Pride Master. Appreciate you. Yeah, I grew up on the East Coast, and then made a recent change to the West Coast. God, running and doing that was a lot. Nothing over here. All right, let's go get that lightsaber. Let's go. You stream midday because a lot of your audience goes to Europe. That's interesting. So because I stream so late, I usually get a lot of night owl East Coasters. I'll get early morning Europeans and then mid-afternoon APAC. So it's an interesting dynamic when I stream this late at night. What season did I start playing Fortnite? So I think Chapter 2 was when I started playing Fortnite. It was around like 2020, 2021, like middle of the pandemic is when I picked this game up. After watching, what's her name? Abby Elliott. No, Abby Elliott's an actress. Abby from Giant Bomb was playing this on stream, and that was exactly how I got hooked, because it just looked insane. Abby Russell, that's her name. Abby Russell from Giant Bomb, who now is over at some game development studio. No, Jackbox. She's over at Jackbox now. Yeah. And yeah, I got really interested in the game from there. Well, what is Grievous gonna do? Oh, health for shields. Lightsaber collection. Ooh. I could give him a lightsaber. Would he take it? Trade health for 50 shields. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, going back to Minecraft. Nice. So for my wife, she got really into Animal Crossing during the pandemic. Like, she never gamed in her life. And then just for whatever reason, I installed Animal Crossing and she got completely hooked for like a year and has not touched it since. It's just like, what a life. I'm so jealous. Blue lightsaber for Mythic Sniper. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Learning the banjo. Very cool. Yeah, at some point I would like to learn an instrument. It just takes a lot of practice, you know? Okay, one down. Two down. Anyone else nearby? Not in my vision range. Someone did just try to shoot me. Okay. Where's the other person? Where did they go? Ooh. There are a lot of people fighting in this very tiny region of the map. Okay. Those definitely seem like a lot of bots. New Horizons Pocket Camp. Oh my god, yeah, Pocket Camp. What an absolute crazy game that was. Night Owlies Coast represent. Very nice. Shiver. I feel like I would be very much I would probably thrive in a night shift environment for sure. All right, let's check out this one last person, and then I think we're gonna have to run. Okay. There we go. All right, cooking for now. Wait, blue of the gun I already have. There we go. I want the scoped version. No, maybe down here. Yeah, I'm hoping with the Switch 2 that we see some kind of Animal Crossing. That would be fun. Yeah, they haven't announced it yet, but I'd be surprised if they didn't have an Animal Crossing release at some point in the Switch 2's life cycle. Abby Russell looks like she could play Baby from Dirty Dancing. I completely agree. She is awesome. Definitely was a creator that I really connected with during the pandemic. Like, she introduced me to the concept of the 100 Babies challenge in The Sims, which I think is pretty nuts. I haven't played The Sims in years, but that was always an entertaining series. And then Fortnite obviously was, just found it really fascinating the way that she played with her friends. You know, pandemic was very parasocial for all of us. It actually reminds me of Borderlands. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Borderlands, like, that's a fun dynamic because that's more like you're looting, you're doing quests, and like you get to play with friends, obviously. But definitely aesthetically, I could totally see the comparison. I think they've actually done a Borderlands season of Fortnite before because of all the brand interactions they have. I think someone was mentioning that. Maybe it was you, Microchew, that was mentioning that earlier. The Sims is fun, you struggle with, but you like it. Yeah, I agree. It's one of those games that, like, I enjoy some of the building aspects of it, but I'm just, like, not a builder type by nature. God. Oof. Okay, I think they got taken out by a bot. Okay, take out this guy. Okay. There we go. Alright. Hostiles are gone. Neat indeed, yeah. I think at some point, I would love to get back into a game like City Skylines. That was always pretty fun. But then, what was the other game? Yeah, Civilization 7 just came out. And if I ever get time back in my life, man, I would love to dump 12 hours into a Civ session. Those games are so much fun. It's so addicting. There we go. Alright, so far so good this match, y'all. Sim made a node game, totally Guitar Center play. I love that. Yeah, I've been talking about doing a Civ one for a while. It's just I just need the time to sit down. Like, if it's ever a situation where my wife and my son are out of town, like I would absolutely just like couch rot for 12 hours, playing the Civilization, going crazy, just an all-day stream. See how that would go. And then Night Rain is the Elden Ring Night Rain expansion is coming out in a couple weeks. So while I'm away, I might give that game a shot. Yeah, there's just so many games you can play, you know? Have you ever done an all-day stream? I have not since I was... So it's funny. So my streaming journey, I've been on Twitch for a little more than 11 years now. And I streamed on and off. I think my first ever stream was Bloodborne back in 2015. And then I used to do Overwatch 2 a lot. And I think I used to do like 6-hour Overwatch streams. But it's been a long time since I've been able to literally have 6 hours to devote to one gaming session. Like, maybe back in my Dota 2 degenerate days, but definitely not now. Yeah, we'll pick up the combo after the ad break. I really wish some streams I could just disable the ads, you know? Oh, okay. I'll work on my recoil with that gun. Okay. Didn't do that. Oof! John Wick! John Wick! No! Oh! I got completely John Wicked. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I'm definitely doing another one of this. I could not end on that. How big is the Overwatch community compared to Fortnite's? I asked because one of the big K-pop groups chose to be featured in that game instead. So I think with Overwatch, it's just big because Blizzard is big, you know? Like, there's just branding opportunities specifically in the APAC regions with Overwatch that I'm sure exist in Fortnite, but it feels like Fortnite is more US-centric, whereas Overwatch feels a bit more global. You get that, used to stream 8-hour streams last year, then life happened. Yeah, life happening indeed. Working on a schedule a bit now, commuting to a full day is so fun. Yeah, for so long. Yeah, I love that too. It's just, you get more creative in that atmosphere. And I really do thrive when I'm just, quote unquote, talking to myself. But, you know, just sometimes you get a little lonely. And I think that's one of the things that if you're spending so much of your time sitting in front of your computer, it can get a little bit isolating. Like, I want to take the opportunity after I'm in a new time zone to, like, take advantage of the local environment and pick up a, you know, IRL hobby, but I definitely want to have some gaming time as well. So it's kind of like just finding a balance between all that is really hard, but, you know, everyone's got to find their time. Heck yeah, indeed. Rip OG Overwatch, I agree. Overwatch 2 was the dumbest thing they could have done. I very much miss the days that I could play as a Mercy main and just shoot people left and right. That was so much fun. I had like some old Twitch clips of that. But yeah, those have a lot of face cam, and I try to avoid that, you know. But yeah, nice insight, exactly. Yeah, it really just depends. Like, there's a little bit of everything for everybody. Let's go over to boxcars. And if it's a quick one, then I'm going to bail. If it's a long one, then we'll ride it out, see how it goes. OG Mercy mains rise up indeed. I remember maybe like, so it's funny. I used to play Overwatch really hardcore 6 years ago. And then a couple years ago, I was, you know, getting back into Overwatch 2. And then I had a friend, like, literally, like, someone who I randomly met in a game who was also a Mercy main was like, listen, let's squad up after this. I need to show you a couple things. And, like, taught me all of these tricks that it was like, I thought I was a good Mercy. And then that person showed me 3 things, and I was like, I know nothing about Mercy. Like, it was completely eye-opening. Just utter insanity. So shout out to the Echo. She was awesome. She taught me a lot. Alright, let's chug it up, because I never know when I'm going to find shield in this match. Welcome in, Noam. Appreciate you hopping in. Battle Mercy before that was more common? Yeah, agreed. Like, as soon as that patch came out, that Battle Mercy was a thing, I was like, I'm doing this. Like, turn on the ult, run around the map, mow people down. It was the best. Those are the best times. And then Blizzard did what Blizzard always does, and they just make that stuff less fun. You know, then they ruined the meta. They made it so that Winston was the king of the game, and it was just all tanks. You know, so I got why they switched to 5v5 from 6v6, but it's like, you kind of lost a little bit of its soul in the process, you know? Yeah, the play of the game is always the best. I agree. It feels like Marvel Rivals was trying to capitalize on a lot of that. I don't know how that game is doing. It seems like there's still a lot of people that are really active in that game, but it's just not something I decided to put time in. Mercy and Bastion, I feel that. I think it was more of a Mercy, Widowmaker, Soldier 76 swapper. Or like Lucio, if Mercy got picked. Nerdy Shy, it's okay. You're not late at all. You're right on time. Anytime you come in is right on time. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you hopping in. Alright, let's go get that lightsaber, y'all. Let's go. It's still thriving, still nicely sweaty to be expected. Makes sense. Hoodie Kid, do I like this season? I do. I was just talking earlier. I probably would rate it like a 7 out of 10. I liked the previous season better, and both seasons are better than season 1. What about for you? Yeah, the thing I do like about Fortnite, though, is that you can play exclusively solo. And right now, this year especially, this has been a good opportunity for me to play solo. But I'd love to get back to playing with a squad again. Can't really beat those squad moments, you know? Alright, so let's get in a car. Let's go drive. We have not found anyone yet. We've literally just been chatting with chat, which is not a bad thing. Could actually get a little sweaty action. Your favorite Star Wars is Star Wars season. Because you're like, okay, I get that. Started in season 2, very nice. Yeah, I played one of the older Star Wars seasons and I really enjoyed it. So it feels like they're doing a good job with this one with all the Star Wars weapons, but you know, we'll see how long that lasts. The Star Wars clock transition is nice touch. I agree. It's so cool. Like the fact that it also turns off the UI for a bit, and like you're going through a portal, super, super cool. Alright, let's go take this person out. There we go. Okay, there's 2 people. Alright, bop, 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 bop. And that person is just running into space. Wow, the recoil on that blaster is insane. Chaotic driving indeed. You know, when you're talking to chat, driving is not your focus. And I have 3 blasters, and I have nothing long range. This is really bad. And that does not... Okay, that's not that far range. Good to know. Alright, let's just test the limits of this gun while I deal with 2 bots. Okay, so not super high damage from that range. Okay, better from that range. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's get an actual scope. Let's swap this out for a pistol. And I don't want this blaster anymore. Yeah. Alright, and I just don't like this Java one, man. This scatter blaster is not fun. Let's switch to the scatter blaster. Yeah, perfect. Alright, this loadout feels pretty good. Indeed, we got him. That's one of the things, Tin Can. You can always tell a bot in Fortnite because they just don't... They don't act like you would expect a player to act. And the funniest thing is when 2 of them run into each other like that, they just pay no attention to you whatsoever. Like a real human would freak out and run away and panic if there was a 3rd person in a scuffle. But bots don't care. They just gonna do their thing. A one and done kind of blaster. I agree. You have to be like super on top of them, but I prefer if I'm gonna use like a one and done, I'd rather like a pistol than a shotgun. Like that's why I missed the Mammoth pistol from last season. That was probably my favorite weapon. Okay. Bonk. Bye ya. It's the Stormtrooper. Down saved. That's funny. This is the thing about my highlight tool, is that it's constantly generating stuff that I have to eventually get rid of. Like, it actually picks up those enemies, or those NPCs as enemies, which makes it annoying in the edit. But, you know. That's why I'm an editor. I can deal with that. And I flipped again. Very nice. Alright, let's keep it. Love the color of the car. I agree. It's a cool little orange. This is the Whiplash car. Alright, let's go take out these bots so I can see the next storm circle. Let's head over here. And there should be still 3 bots. There are. Let's zoom, zoom, zoom. Can I take them all out from this? 1, 2, and 3. Grab the sweep. Head to the building. Yada, yada, yada. Unlock the forecast, and now I can see when the next storm is coming our way. So let's swap out this purple rifle. Pick up the chug. Oh, I already have a chug jug, so let's get this one back. So there's a blue version. Let's do this. So we've got 1 long range, 1 short range, 1 lightsaber, 1 chug jug. Perfect. And someone is shooting me for the TIE fighter. Oh my god. Woo! That is what I get for fighting a TIE fighter. Alright, I'm gonna go again. Oh, sometimes these matches go like that. I'll be paying for it later. I'm not doing any editing tonight. I'll do that tomorrow. Actually, I probably could still do some editing tonight. It's just me at home tonight. Yeah, I agree that it's sad that there's enough bots for this. Like, it's just so prevalent in this game to deal with players that are just fake. It's really annoying. It's more prevalent in this mode, though, because I'm doing solos, 0 build, which is a pretty tough combination for getting actual player base. Because I think right now the main modes are reload, which is basically you die and you can come back, which I think is probably the most popular mode right now. Then there's ranked, which obviously, you know, people want to play competitive in games like this. Usually when people are playing, they're not playing solos, they're playing in duos, trios, or squads. So it's like I'm picking a game mode that is probably inherently the least popular. So I'm just going to get the least amount of players, but I think the bot problem this season is much better than it used to be. Because I feel like I encounter less of them, but the sweats are really tough. Aw, Bay, welcome in. Long time no see. I'm doing great. How are you doing? It's been a long time, friend. Alright, thank you for the friend request. Alright, perfect. So, a couple things that we'll talk about after the Battle Best launches. So, if you're just joining us, welcome to Swayze's Fortnite Follies. I'm your host, Swayze. I stream Fortnite for fun, and while I'm not the best at the game, I always try to improve, and I want this to be a chill and cozy space for folks to enjoy. If fun is what you're after, drop a follow on your platform of choice, and I promise you won't be disappointed. Let's get back to the action. And for those of you that are coming to us from TikTok, there is a new feature called the Heart Me Gift that allows you to both follow me and join my fan club. I'm really curious to see how I can utilize that fan club feature in TikTok. I'm pretty new to TikTok streaming. I've been doing it since the 1st of May, so this probably might be your 3rd or 4th TikTok stream, but I'm always curious to see how the streams perform and, you know, how people engage with it, because it's just a really unique and new streaming platform compared to everything else, and I always want to try the new stuff because you just never know what potential's out there. So if that's interesting to you, definitely utilize that heart gift, and yeah, drop a follow and join the fan club. Falling asleep. You have a great night, Tin Can. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great one. You've been asleep right now usually? Nice, yeah. I have also been dealing with a weird, like, I'm just getting older, so my sleep problems are definitely getting worse. Where's the person in the house? Alright, let's go. So I totally empathize with that situation of being asleep at really weird times. They were not expecting me to be right there. Alright, let's move. $5. Welcome in. Welcome in. What's up, my boy, Rick Grimes? After a whole month, you're back. Welcome back, Marina. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we are just having a good time tonight. I decided to stream a little bit longer, just because I'm the only one home tonight. So I figure I got the time, might as well take advantage of it. There we go. Very nice. Let's move towards that lightsaber. You took a really long nap at 5 p.m. and now you're awake again. Ooh, I love me a good late night nap. I can tell you that much. That feeling of waking up and feeling like it's tomorrow is not fun, but, you know, you can't really get to pick your poison sometimes, you know? That's good. It's been a long time since I've seen you. I hope you're doing well. Everything's been good outside of, you know, outside of the internet. I am enjoying Fortnite a lot, actually. Yeah, it's been a ton of fun. Like, there's been a lot of interesting seasons so far, and it's just been a joy to try the game out and experiment with all the new things. So I'll be curious to see if I stick with Fortnite long term, but until I get to 1K subs on YouTube, I might stick it out with Fortnite. You were going to add when you talked about the Swayze Dawn origin. As in, what do you mean by the Swayze Dawn origin? You mean how long I've been streaming for? I hope y'all are doing well. Alright, let's move out and north. Oh, was you introduced me to Sunflower Dawn? Yes. I think what happened was, I think I met you through Maniac Magic, and then you probably were hopping to my stream once or twice, and then I think I raided to Sunflower Dawn because she was streaming late at night. I think that's how the connection happened, was we met through a mutual streamer, and then I think I raided to Dawn, and then yeah, that's how it went. How did we meet? Oh, it's a good question. So if you're familiar with Phantom Dawn, sorry, Phantom, is it just Phantom? Phantom Mall and Phantom Wifey. So I think I met Phantom Wifey on Threads. So I started watching her stream, and then I started watching Phantom Mall's stream. Then I saw Dawn was hopping into their chat. And so I think that just kind of happened organically from there. I think I just followed her from their stream. Yeah, it's interesting how we make those connections online. But yeah, I have a habit of, when I watch people's streams, I will stick around and chat for a while, and then I'll see if there's anyone interesting that's talking. I'll usually follow them, and then, you know, just happen to be on Twitch one day, check my following. I used to do this a lot, where I used to go into, like, streams that were, like, exclusively 2 or 3 people, just to see what interesting stuff would come out of that. Oh, hang on. Oh my god, just missed with the headshot. I got 4 bots. This is great. Okay, I'm dead. Oh, this was fun, everyone. Book, 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 book. There we go. But yeah, I used to exclusively go into super small streams as a way to just like meet people and connect in the space. I just don't have the time for that anymore. But I learned a lot doing that. Met a lot of cool people and did a lot of really cool things. Where did they go? Okay. 1, 2. Let's take out these bots because they're really freaking annoying. There we go. Only 61 subs left. Very nice. Yeah, that's exciting. I feel like the longer I stick around, the bigger that number's going to get. We got this. Yeah, good thing I brought my shield with me. I agree. You switch the same way, that's why we get along. Exactly. Like, I like using Twitch as a social network. The challenge is I feel like the ad experience on Twitch is really rough. And I used to pay for Twitch Turbo, but I can't justify the cost anymore just because I'm not spending as much time on Twitch. The other thing too was I used to moderate a lot. Like before the Fortnite content started taking off, I had a lot more time on my hands because I wasn't having to spend as much time in the edit bay. So I would hop into people's streams and meet communities and moderate for a bit just because I enjoyed that aspect of things, but that was an extremely time-consuming operation. And it was not until I got into content creation that I realized just how time-consuming moderation really can be. Yeah, exactly. That's how I met all of you. You know, especially during my cozy streaming. Was it a phase? I feel like at some point I'll go back to it. But for now, as long as the Fortnite content is doing well, I'm probably going to stick with it. Because I'm having fun with it. And if I stop having fun, then this will change and shift back to something else. you know, at the end of the day, it's all about building community, and that's all I want to do is, you know, get that Discord, connect with people, chit chat, and learn about all y'all amazing people. Oh, didn't blow it up. Oh. Whoa, they went way down. Can I even get to them? There we go. They do not want to fight me. Holy cow. They really wanted to run away. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, I want to make sure that I'm always true to my roots, true to my community, you know, because I love hanging out with y'all, and I hope y'all appreciate hanging out with me. That's the most important thing, is, especially this crazy time, we can all connect. There we go. Very nice. Playing this game has also helped me master the ability of talking and playing at the same time. I used to really struggle with that. But I just don't feel like I'm splitting focus as much anymore, which is really nice. And at some point, when I'm streaming on a more regular basis, I can actually get my ad cadence under control. Man, oh man, it does not feel good right now. No! Alright. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's the kind of community I try to foster here. It's just a really kind and welcoming community. But it is 10:25 local time. I think I've been able to stream for long enough. Let's head back to the lobby, and let's wish everyone a good night. Oh, this was so fun, though. It was nice to connect with so many of y'all after a while. Darth Vader versus the Predator, one day, JWC. Well, that is going to be it for this edition of Swayze's Fortnite Follies. Thank you for stopping by and continuing to support the stream. We stream live twice a week, so don't be a stranger. Check out our channel bio for links to our various content, social, and community platforms. Drop a follow or subscribe on your platform of choice. Hit the notification bell to be informed when we go live.